Hi there, my name is Frost FM and I'm currently an active musician on Spotify. As you can see from my profile, I maintain around 195,000 active monthly listeners, and I wanted to discuss my experiences with the discovery mode and how you'll most likely get it. Now, getting access to discovery mode, I believe it's in a beta phase, and you'll be eligible if you have 3 tracks that meet their eligibility criteria. You have 25,000 active monthly listeners, and you're in a region that has discovery mode unlocked. Now, as far as these eligibility criteria is concerned, I'll most likely link something in the comments so that way you can kind of go through and read it for yourself. But I was able to get in through my distributor, and I received an email updating me that, hey, you're in the program now and you're good to go. So I might make a separate video on that alone. Now, with that out of the way, I actually wanted to talk about my experiences with it because starting from March all the way up until October, which is still updating, I've actually gained around like a million streams or so, maybe over a million streams by doing this. So as you can see, March 120,000, April 164,000, May 146,000, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So as you can tell, like for me, I feel it's definitely worth it in my experience, but you're gonna have to have some things working in your favor in order to actually like get traction on there. So going from that, let me go to October. And in my opinion, what you want to start with is basically having a catalog of songs to go through. Because if you don't have any songs to kind of pitch to them, like there's no way you're gonna grow on this thing. For me, I was already making music for a few years, so I had like a few, I think 100 or so. Like, let me go back to it. Like you're seeing how many songs I'm pitching with the discovery mode feature. So, in my opinion, if they're good quality songs and they already have good data on them, you're only improving your chances to organically grow over time. So, what you want to do is discuss like improving your marketing, improving your organic audience, doing collaborations, trying to do everything in your power to feed Spotify good data even outside of discovery mode. Because it's only like I view discovery mode in the sense of like this is an enhancement. It's going to enhance what you're already doing with your marketing, branding, and all that. So if you don't have any good data for it to feed, then it's not really going to do anything for you. You'd be better off focusing on the things that actually build up your Spotify profile as opposed to relying on discovery mode to grow you. It's one of the it's like a tool in your arsenal. You have to be able to have multiple tools to help you grow, if that makes sense. Now, with that out of the way, I would say some of the pros and cons of discovery mode are that if a song isn't really doing well outside of it, like I said, like you're not gonna really see that much like growth. Like let me go through and go to October streams. Like you can see good data, and then as you get further along, like if a song is not really performing well, then and this was one of the songs I wanted to show because I don't think there's any real algorithm data being generated for it. So for the most part, this is kind of dead, but I also feel it's on me because I haven't really actively promoted this song and it's pretty old, but you can always go back and re-promote your songs and whatnot, but I'm just focused on other projects. And it's something to be aware of that with some songs, it may or may not kill the data, but you can't really rely on it anyway. You want to be doing your own marketing, having your own organic growth, making your own playlists and things like that. And yeah, I think in some cases you have to weigh the risk and reward and what you plan to do with each song. For me, since I had so many songs I could choose from, like I wasn't really sweating if a song here or there kind of dies off because I have momentum. I already have a lot of things working in my favor. But if you're trying to rely on Spotify discovery mode to like grow you, you're not going to have a good time with it. So that's why I feel like if you're already like a mid-range artist, sort of like similar to like a 20,000, 50,000, 60,000, like somewhere in that range, like you're gonna see a lot of positives with this. Whereas if you're struggling to already get streams, I don't think this is really gonna help you unless you already have songs that are generating good data for it to suggest. Because at the end of the day, Spotify wants data, and if you're not giving it that, it's just gonna overlook you. That's just my opinion. Now, don't take this as fact. Don't take this as gospel. This is just my experiences, my interpretation of things, and it's not the objective truth. So take that with a grain of salt.